When did pirates first appear? Pirates have existed for almost as long as humans have engaged in maritime trade. Wherever ships carried valuable goods across the seas,
there was always the possibility of them being attacked. Historical evidence suggests that piracy in the ancient Mediterranean dates back at least to the Bronze Age. Ancient Egyptian sources also contain references to maritime threats during the reign of Pharaoh Akhenaten around the 14th century BC.
One of the most famous groups associated with this period was what we now know as the Sea Peoples, who attacked and migrated across various parts of the Mediterranean during the late Bronze Age.
Ancient Greece, piracy was a well-known phenomenon. Some societies did not even draw a clear line between warfare, trade, raiding, and piracy. A commander or ruler might hire a group of...
An ancient ruler would often order a group of sailors to attack his enemies. This was an act that, from the perspective of the opposing side, would be considered. For this reason, in the ancient was not always the same as today.
One of the most famous examples is Queen Teuta of Illyria, from the eastern coast of the Adriatic Sea.
No ship sails these waters without my command.
In the 3rd century BC, Illyrian maritime activities disrupted regional trade and brought them into conflict with major powers, particularly Rome.
One of the most famous pirate stories, Julius Caesar. This is truly a fascinating story. When he was young, Julius Caesar was captured by Cilician pirates. According to historical accounts, the pirates demanded a ransom for his release. Caesar believed that he was worth more than the amount they had demanded, and apparently himself suggested that they should ask for a higher ransom.
20 talents!
That is far too little for a Caesar.
You must demand.
You must demand at least 50. But the story did not end there. I will return and crucify you all. And he actually did. He returned with a force and captured them, and had them punished against the pirates. Pirates became a major problem. They not only raided ships, played a role in the slave trade, and threatened the security of important maritime routes. In 67 BC, Rome entrusted Pompey the Great with a major campaign against the pirates and cleared strongholds from various parts of the Mediterranean. Pirates in the Middle Ages. With the fall of the Western Roman Empire, piracy did not disappear. In various parts of Europe and the Mediterranean, seafaring groups attacked merchant ships and coastal towns. In Northern Europe, the Vikings are one of the most famous examples. The Vikings were not just pirates. They were also warriors, traders, explorers, and settlers.
The golden age of piracy. When most people hear the word pirate, this is probably the era they think of. From approximately 1650 to 1730, a period known as the Golden Age of Piracy emerged. During this era, pirates operated across various parts of the Atlantic Ocean, the Caribbean Sea, and major trade routes.
The Barbary Pirates. One of the most important chapters in the history of piracy is connected to the North African coast. Groups known in European sources as the Barbary Pirates operated
in the Mediterranean Sea and even the Atlantic Ocean from the 16th to the 19th centuries. They attacked ships and, at times, coastal towns, taking people captive.
Their activities continued into the 19th century and were eventually suppressed as European states grew more powerful and the balance of naval power changed.
Blackbeard, the most famous pirate? One of the most famous pirates was Blackbeard. His real name was probably Edward Teach. He operated in the waters of the Atlantic Ocean and the Caribbean
During the early 18th century. His fame was not only due to his attacks on ships, he also used his frightening appearance and behavior to intimidate his enemies.
He placed lit fuses around his head to make himself look
even more terrifying. In 1718, Blackbeard was killed in North Carolina.